All right, we're going to replace an alternator on this 02 Chevy Avalanche with the 5.3. Going to be similar to Silverados or Escalades or Yukons or any of those other models. Pretty much one of the easier alternators you're going to encounter. Should have a problem doing this under half an hour, and just follow these steps and you'll be good to go. Okay, you should always start with any electrical type service by disconnecting the negative terminal of the battery. That's going to prevent shorting the wiring and causing more problems than you already got. So disconnect the battery and isolate that circuit. If you just disconnect one of the battery cables, it won't matter. You can now touch the positive and it's not going to short out. In this case, I am going to remove the air intake duct. That allows for easier access to the belt adjuster. In this case, I'm just loosening the two clamps on either end. Remove the little radiator hose bracket, little dealy-doo there. Pull that off the throttle body. Remove the hose off the intake air duct with the mass airflow sensor. Just set that aside. So now I can easily access the serpentine belt tensioner with my belt tensioner tool. If you don't have one of these, a long-handled 15mm will probably do the trick. Just release the spring tension on that and just remove the serpentine belt from the alternator and set that aside like that. You know, good time to check your belt since you're in here already. Look for cracks and whatnot. This one's okay, so we're just going to leave that there, and now we'll disconnect the wiring at the alternator. So we're going to remove the battery positive feed from the back of the alternator. In this case, that's just a 10mm nut. Set that aside. Now we just remove this wiring here, a little connector. Now we're ready to remove the two alternator mounting bolts. These are 15mm bolt heads on this vehicle. Now we're ready to remove the alternator. Sometimes you may need to just stick a screwdriver in here and pry that alternator out of its bracket. Be careful not to damage the aluminum bracket. Now I just lightly tap on these bushings. To ease in the installation of the new alternator. You don't want to tap too hard though, because you can break this aluminum bracket, and that would be bad. There's lots of options out there for alternators, reman, new. Don't know what you got in your area, but I like dealing with CarQuest, and in this case, I've got a new CarQuest alternator. So it's all new components, lifetime guarantee, and they definitely had a lot better success with them. I don't know that I've ever had one of these come back bad ever. So these customers are mine for years and years, and I don't want to see them back here for this same thing, which again, another thing to do is you want to make sure you got a good battery, charging systems, you know, other than the alternator is functioning properly, all your connections are good. You can put a brand new alternator in. If you got a bad battery that you're constantly having to recharge, you can lead to premature failure of the new alternator. So be sure and have your battery checked at the same time and install quality parts. This is $20 more for an all-new alternator as opposed to the reman. And I don't know why you wouldn't go with all new. It's all new windings, all new case, everything. So we're not just testing and refurbishing and slapping something together that might last a month or two. So we're just going to reinstall or install the new replacement alternator. Position it on the bracket. Install our mounting bolts. Some alternators may require transfer of the pulley. Again, in this case, got a new pulley. Don't have to worry about that. Okay, we'll reinstall the belt. Reconnect our air intake ducting. Reconnect our wiring. You don't want to over tighten this post or twist the post. That'll damage the inside of the alternator. Oh. And we'll reattach the battery cable. All right, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'll go ahead and start it and check the charging system voltage and make sure everything's cool, and we'll boot it out the door. I hope this video has been helpful. I do appreciate the likes and subscriptions to my channel, and I wish you good luck with your repairs. Have a good one.